future subscribers of AOSD CHANDLER found on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, and etc. This is one of your favorite biblical instructors from RPK, that's Resurrection, Prophecy, and Kingdom, found on YouTube. Also, you can find us on Clubhouse at RPK University and Assembly Sound Doctrine. Oh, tonight we're going to unearth another mystery. This mystery dealing with the harlot in the book of Revelation. I know many people have different understandings and speculations on who this harlot is. Tonight, we're going to use the Bible to uncover. So walk with me. Revelation 17, verse number 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, or the land. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Revelation 17, verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Some of the things said about this woman is she's drunk with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus and the saints, and she reigneth over the kings over the earth of that time. So many individuals, since this was written in the first century, would like Rome to be the one that reigned over all the earth, all the kings of the earth. But let's see if that's biblically sound. Start in 2 Chronicles 6, and we're going to read verses 5 and 6. Since the day that I brought forth my people out of the land of Egypt, I chose no city among all the tribes of Israel to build an house in, that my name might be there. Neither chose I any man to be a ruler over my people Israel. But I have chosen Jerusalem, that my name might be there, and have chosen David to be over my people Israel. So we got God, the most important, most intelligent being ever. He put his name in Jerusalem. Let's look at something else. Psalms 47 and 2. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. 7 and 8. For God is the king of all the earth. Sing ye praises with understanding. God reigneth over the heathen. God sitteth upon the throne of his holiness. God is reigning over the heathen. When God is reigning over the whole earth, when God has been sovereign over all creation, we have to understand that his name itself is inside of Jerusalem. Jerusalem houses the name of God who reigns over all creation. City houses the name, the authority that reigns over all creation, Jerusalem. So God's people inside of Jerusalem house the name and authority of God. But let's see what happened, what they did when they had this power, this authority, the name of God within and amongst them. You go to Jeremiah 6 and 4. Prepare ye war against her. Arise and let us go up at noon. Woe unto us, for the day goeth away, for the shadows of the evening are stretched out. Arise and let us go by night, and let us destroy her palaces. For thus has the Lord of hosts said, Hew ye down trees, and cast a mount against Jerusalem. This is the city to be visited. She is holy oppression in the midst of her. 7. As a fountain casteth out her waters, so she casteth out her wickedness. Violence and spoil is heard in her. Before me continually is grief and wounds. It was an Old Testament visitation. Here's a New Testament visitation prophesied against Jerusalem by the Messiah. Luke 19, starting at 41. And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, If thou hadst known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belongeth unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. For the days shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. Verse 45. And he went into the temple and began to cast out them that sold therein, and them that bought, saying unto them, It is written, My house is the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. Look at another prophecy against Jerusalem about what was going to be going inside of her in the last days. Isaiah 1:20-24. But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it. How is the faithful city become an harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers, thou silver is become dross, thy wine mixed with water. Thy princes are rebellious, and companions of thieves. Every one loveth gifts, and followeth after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither does the cause of the widow come unto them. Therefore said the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of mine adversaries, and avenge me of mine enemies. Oh, the great city that had the Lord's name and authority in it, had a stored up judgment to come against her, for all of her wickedness, her bloodshed, her pride, her abominations, and etc. But dealing with the ruling of the world, I done showed you how the Lord ruled from Jerusalem through his name. He put his name there, which means authority. But let me show you more prophecies on how, even in the end times, when it was prophesied that Jerusalem was going to be ruling and reigning over the kings. Jeremiah 3:17. At that time they shall call Jerusalem the throne of the Lord, and all the nations shall be gathered into it, to the name of the Lord, to Jerusalem. Neither shall they walk any more after the imaginations of their evil heart. Another prophecy about Jerusalem in the last days. Isaiah 60:11-12. Therefore thy gate shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night. The men that bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles. Men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their king may be brought. For the nation and the kingdom will not serve thee. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Remember, this was prophesied to happen in the last days, all the way up into taking over in the new covenant, the new heaven and earth. So here's another one. Zechariah 14:16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left out of all nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles. So we can clearly see that it was prophesied in the last days, and plus in the new heavens and earth, that Jerusalem was going to be the center hub that ruled the world, the heathens. The book of Revelation is talking about the last days of the old covenant, of course, but who's ruling and reigning over the kings of the earth? The same place that has the name and authority of the one and only true God, Jerusalem, the great city. People looking at Jerusalem being in idolatry and murderers and prideful, as they're looking at that being God's people, they take on those same characteristics. They look at Jerusalem as a place of holiness, as a standard. So they match the standard that they see at Jerusalem, because Jerusalem was supposed to be full of holy, wise people. So the people of the earth adopt the same lifestyle as those in Israel. There was a prophesied judgment that was going to come against those wicked people. Daniel spoke about it, as well as all of the prophets up to the Messiah. Babylon, the great harlot, was old covenant Jerusalem. Subscribe to the channel.